Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but what I've been through. Now, there's a lot of questions surrounding the death of OTF, who was also the cousin of Chicago rapper Lil Durk. Right? Now, when he was shot and killed while sitting in the car in the parking lot of the strip mall, stories went flying about the cause of the shooting. Say he had ops that got a drop on him. Some say it was the female that set him up. Some say an op just so happened to be coming by and spotted them. Some say Lil Durk set him up out of jealousy. Some say that he wasn't the target. Durk was. Durk managed way. Now, it's a whole bunch of stories, but I'm gonna give you the story that I've heard that I find more valid. Give my opinion about it. Y'all know I always say that a lot of these guys, excuse me, they come from like good backgrounds, man, good kids, but due to their circumstance, surroundings, they adapted to that killer. Now, I feel like that's the case with Nuski, because he take college classes, play basketball, and he just overall looked like a good kid. You could tell from his relatives and how they described him that he wasn't no knucklehead or a troublesome kid. Even when you look at some of his pictures and you see him holding or whatever, it don't even look like that was him. But he did it because he was forced by his whole environment. No, he had to adapt. Because out there in Chicago, you either got to adapt or get left. Alright, now, also probably heavily influenced by the people around, by Lil Durk even, by music, a couple. So, we gonna get into all that, man, in this video. Before we do, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop content. I swear, it's lit here. So join one of the latest games on YouTube so you can stay updated with something. Let's get you. Now, MacArthur Swindle, aka OTF Nuski, better known as NUNU to family members, Rise and Real. Now, Nuski originally from Southside Chicago, Inglewood to be exact, repped the black disciple set by the name Facebook. Now, Nuski got his feet wet in the rap game after realizing people actually supported his music. He started gaining notoriety. Although he made music, not how it all started, as his life was a different path. Now, Nuski was also cool basketball. Aunt Sherry Swindle spoke out after his death that Nuski wasn't involved in any game. Kind-hearted person, had a lot of soul. Also said he was taking college classes. Yeah, we all know that Nuski was involved in it. This seems to always be guys are killed. We see them as demons or killers, while their families see them very, very different. The same case with K.I., Bob Brother. Usually family never see the side of the street that, that's in these guys. Like, we see a different side that family see. This, that's a good thing. That means you hit it well. Whatever you was doing in the street well, you didn't make it known. No, none of that bull crap. All right. Now, let's get to the part that has the most speculation surrounding it, which happened. Now, I'm gonna read an article. Say other version. Now, valid. One thing I noticed as I researched some of the articles, ones that were published, actually don't tell you Lil Durk actually seen. All right, or the girl. Now, a lot of the articles were just, they're very general, basic, kind of got little to no detail. All right. Now, the ones that did include information, like Reddits, things like that, they had. But as far as like Channel 7, Fox, big stations like that, they make it like it was gang violence and random shooting. All right. But anyway, let's get straight into it. The Channel 7 article, it went like this. It said this: MacArthur Swindle 21 was sitting in the sport utility 700 block East 87th Southside neighborhood. Someone walked up and started shooting, killing Swindle, according to the police. County. Vehicle hit the front of a store in the strip mall at 7th Cottage Grove. Police said the shooter might have been Now you see how bland and blank that was? No details, no nothing. Suspects, no footage, no, he was with this person, he was doing this and that, no nothing. They just left it all out. You know what I mean? Just very basic, very blank. Now a lot of people believe that Nuski was backdoored by Lil Durk. Honestly, right? Totally honest. Looking back at it, seeing everything that has transpired involving Durk up to now, I can understand why people think. But the only reason I would disagree with that now is I highly believe that Lil Durk himself was the actual target. Man, see what I'm saying? So that's the only why I think that Durk have much of a role in this. Right? I know a lot of people like to put his name, couple of events that happened, and rightfully so. But in this one, I don't believe it because, like I said, it's been said that he's the actual target. Now, the credible story that everyone, or some of you may or may not know, goes like this: Nuski, Durk, and Nuski girl were out shopping. Nuski girl was left inside the store to go shopping, while Durk and outside. Now, this is why a lot of people think that the female that he was with set him up, but I don't think that was the case. That was not the case. Like I said, the actual target. So it couldn't have been a girl, and that was his girlfriend. So it couldn't have been her. But anyway, rumor has it that while they were waiting, someone inside the mall actually spotted, able to alert 051 actually by the mall. Now I must admit, this is where the story is kind of weird on both sides to me, because if you know you a target, you know you got ops, you know they on the hills, you know that y'all just did what y'all did not too long ago with Lil Mark, you know, a whole bunch of going on. What are you doing anywhere? Just casually chilling, lingering as if regular human beings, like you just regular. I always tell y'all, once you involve yourself in that gang life, you are no longer a regular citizen. No longer a regular citizen. You can't do what regular citizens do. You can't go and get a regular job. You can't go just stroll around the park with kids, and you can't do that. You can't go in the regular stores. You just can't do it. And this is the life you chose. This is what they don't show to people. They always glorify, the lifestyle to the kids. They glorify the money, clothes, the cars, the women, but they never show you the things that you aren't able to do. The things that you regularly do as a citizen like me and you, these guys cannot do because due to, the ops, they always lingering, man. If you want to keep your life, you have to be smart. And that just wasn't a smart thing to do. You know that you got beef, you're in a well-known shopping area, and you lingering around waiting for somebody to finish shopping. That's not cool. I wouldn't even been there for as long as they was in there. I don't know, man. But like I said, we all know that the ops usually run around randomly looking for someone to catch slipping. In this case, it seemed like they was alerted because they got the drop on. And Durk ain't no fool, man. So I know he know better, and I'm sure Nuski knew better. That's the only red flag to me as well. I want to know. That's the question I want to ask. Why were they just sitting, lingering, as if they was just, they could do that? Is it because of the area they didn't expect ops to be in? Like, what was the reason why they were just sitting there? But anyway, they said the ops was called and alerted on their location. Keep in mind that these guys were in the parking lot, so Nuski driver's seat, door closed, and Durk was in the passenger seat, never closed. And that's probably what saved him. Alright, now as the suspects was creeping from behind, Durk happened to spot them first, and without being able to properly alert Nuski, because sometimes it get like that. Like I said, some things, man, it just makes sense. I know the average person be like, nah, he didn't alert Nuski, that's messed up. He could have told him this. Sometimes you gotta know how to react. When you're in the street, you gotta be aware, because if not, you gonna be the one to get caught. Just like if you're running from the police or anything, is no different. You just gotta be on point. Sometimes you can't accurately alert somebody. And y'all all know here how I always tell you, like, yo, nah, he fouled for this, he fouled for that. But like I said, on this part right here, I would love to say, yo, Durk should that, but at the same time, I gotta know it. Streets, once the heat is on and things is happening, you just gotta get out of there. There's no yo, let's You gotta react. You either gotta react and get out of there, or you're gonna be caught like a sitting duck. And unfortunately, that's how they got Nuski. Now, remember, like I said, Durk was able to wait hard, right? So after he took off, Nuski was left there by himself, but his door was closed and he would drive a seat. And as the suspects fire, all he could do is try to like drive off. This is why he ran into the store that was in front of him. You see what I'm saying? It's just situations that happen like that. I've seen it. I've heard of situations, so I can't even fault. Like I said, it's just unfortunate, man. And that's just how it is. Now, like I said, some say his death was a revenge killing for Lil Mark, who was a rival that was killed as well. So in retaliation, Nuski killed that Durk, but Durk managed to get away. Later returned back to the scene. Like I said, man, one thing I'm wondering is, where's these guns that these guys rapping? Alright, where's these guns? Where? You know, because it seems like a lot of these guys, they end up getting killed and never have it on them. But you see in their videos, they got all type of big AK. You know, they got the biggest of biggest guns. They in pictures with the biggest. But for some reason, they always get caught lacking the same way. Or lacking without it. I think Melly probably not. There's a couple of them that got caught with it on them, but I don't know. And also another thing that, like, how was the shooting able to take place in broad daylight in a shopping area and no kind of footage or any kind of arrest to this day? There's no footage or anything that came out with weird, because nowadays they have recordings of everything. And this puts me in the mind of the whole Nipsey Hussle shootings, where he was just another one that was shot and killed in broad daylight. And we seen every surveillance footage except for the one that was attached to his stores that was actually nearby the scene. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's a couple things you just gotta sit ponder. You mean to tell me he was killed right in the parking lot of a shopping area? No, like, close-up footage, even with the FB ducks. You see what I'm saying? It's some things just don't add up, right? On another note, according to some close friends, Nuski was actually still alive and breathing in the vehicle, but police helped him call an ambulance. And I totally believe this because on this page, I always try to tell y'all about the corruption involving Chicago PD. How many times have it been said that Chicago police arrive at the scene, victims are still alive, however, they either never make it to the hospital in time or they leave alive and never make it out the hospital. We've witnessed this right in our face with FB Duck. We watched lay on the floor fighting life for a long time before he was picked up and taken to the hospital. All while the cops stood around and try to act like they're getting people away from the scene. You see what I'm saying? And this is what I'm talking about. In fact, shortly after the incident happened, we have Nuski, right? There was a lady that took to her Facebook page and expressed how she actually on the scene when it happened. She's a nurse and trying to help Nuski, still breathing, but one police officer wouldn't let her touch him because it was crimes, right? And don't get me wrong, they do that a lot of the time because of like evidence purpose or whatever. But you know, like, I understand they don't want anyone tampering with a crime scene, but however, this is someone's life. This is a human being. If he had the chance to stay alive by getting help, why not let her help him? What was the issue? And this is why I say, once again, I feel that CPD are corrupted and stressed. They need to like see, because it's too much of this that occurred. I mean, FBG Duck, this situation, OTF Nuski. There's a couple of others, man, but like I said, nobody is checking into Chicago. One thing, even with the King Von situation, matter of fact, as well. They said on the way to the hospital, you know, he was kind of good. Like, you know, got to the hospital and that was it. So it's a lot of speculation, a lot of questions that we could ask in Chicago. Now, back to what the lady was saying on her Facebook. She said this. She He said here, quote, I just saw a young man get shot at the Target on 87 Potted. Crashed his car into the store next to the children's place. People who shot him left the scene. When I got to him, he was breathing and had a faint, wrote it on post. I told the officers on the scene, check that. He said, when I told him what I found, the Caucasian said, do whatever you can to save him. I said, get him out of the car. AA officer comes up, says, don't touch him. It's a crime scene. I say, he's breathing, he has a pulse. He said, it don't matter. White officer says, let her do what she can. AA officer says, she prove her credentials. Oh, she can't prove her credentials. Anyway, touch him. She went on to put, I live in hell. Family is there screaming, do something, please. I'll never face. 15 minutes arguing with CPD. That boy stopped breathing, heart stopped. Died, and they could care less. I gotta get my babies out of here. Rest in peace, man. Whatever. And like I said, this is what happens. So instead of them helping Nuski or calling the ambulance, somebody doing CPR, something to help, I don't know what it is. Anything is better than just die, right? Rather than them doing any of that, they arguing like they can actually potentially help them. Or because they don't want nobody touching them. Why she can't help them if she can? I don't care if she got credentials or not. Whatever she's doing is actually better than what they're doing, which is just standing around. Let her try to do CPR. Let her try to do something that can help this young man. But look, 15 minutes passed, and like she said, he stopped breathing. It was over. And his family was on the scene, and I know how tragic that could be. So it's just an unfortunate situation. Now, also, Nuski was set to release a mixtape called Nuski Got the Strap before he was murdered. Also dropped a video on days prior to being shot, killed, Durk, or OC, that now has 6.4 million views. Also signed a record label deal through Durk's OTF label. Now, like I said, a little strange that was, man. Like, all these events, it be strange when you sit there and you actually add up what's going on. Because it was the same thing. Chief's cousin case, Blood Money, when he signed the Interscope and then killed shortly after. And like I said, a lot of people that tend to go past their head that a lot of these things happen, but I don't know whether you call it sacrifice. I hate to say sacrifice a lot because I feel a lot of people use that term a little too without any proper evidence, but at the same, that, you know, unless you could back it up, I don't prefer to use the word, but at the same time, it's too much going on, man. It's not adding up. Alright, and a lot of people don't mention that Lil Durk at a point was either signed to French Montana's Coke Boy or had some type of deal or partnership. And the next you know, it just all disappeared. I don't know if he's still connected or signed Coke Boys or however it go. And we all know how French Montana is connected to Puff. You know, need I say more? So, I don't know, but it's a lot of questions and mystery surrounding OTF and Durk days. I just hope the truth come to light. And whatever the case may be, this is what it is, man. So, y'all let me know how y'all feel about this video. Do you believe Nuski was backdoored? Options had to drop on him? Or what? Just let me know in the comments below, man. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop content. And remember, as long as you keep on watching, I'm going to keep on dropping. I'm out.